Hi there Virgo, how are you guys doing? Really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me Anisa from Leader Stereo. So this is going to be your love messages as a general reading. So the rules might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for the extended reading, okay? Let's do it, Virgo. Take a deep breath in. Exhale gently. Okay. So this is going to be a you versus them format. We're going to be looking at your overall energy, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? So in your overall energy here, Virgo, you have the Knight of Pentacles. What is challenging you? You have the Ace of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an earth sign like yourself, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But I feel that with the Knight of Pentacles here, there's an unwavering devotion and loyalty that you guys are having or feeling for someone. There's also a sense of reliability here. But for me, with the Knight of Pentacles, in the overall energy sometimes indicate about us understanding ourselves to a point where, yo, I know that I'm holding something special within me. Like, I know that I bring something to the table. I know that I'm valuable. And one of the reasons why Knight of Pentacles is sometimes as a non-moving knight or is a very slow-moving knight is because the Knight of Pentacles is trying to be very careful because I know that I'm holding this gold, right? Like, I need to make sure that wherever it is that I go, it is going to be valued like it should, or I'm not going to get robbed in a way, or I'm not going to give it to a wrong person, like that kind of energy. And I feel that this is really, really good of you to have this type of energy here, Virgo. What is challenging you here is you have the Ace of Pentacles, false start, false promises, something false. Okay, we're going to clarify in a moment. Now, in the past, you have the Two of Cups and also the Ace of Swords. From this person's side, they have the Strength card and they also have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel that in the past, there's somebody here that you feel very, very much connected to. And I feel that through this connection, it kind of like inspired you to do something about it. And there's something that you communicated with them. However, from their side, with the Strength and also the Nine of Pentacles, I feel that you were dealing with somebody here who is very much focused on their own sense of fulfillment and also their own sense of stability. So they could be focusing a lot more on their personal freedom. They could be focusing a lot more on their personal security, their job, their work, their businesses, their health. Like, it's very Nine of Pentacles. If you're familiar with tarot, the nines are usually about us as a person. Then 10 talks about union, right? Like, it's talk about me and you and everybody's happiness. So 9 is a very me type of energy where I'm just going to be focusing on more on me. Now, in the present moment, from your side, you have the Queen of Swords and also the Seven of Cups. From this person's side, they have the Five of Cups and also the Nine of Swords. I feel that in the present moment, again, like, remember when I said about the Knight of Pentacles, where you know who you are as a person. And I feel like with the Seven of Cups, you're not really sure if this situation is something that you need to give wholeheartedly to. Therefore, with the Queen of Swords, you're trying to be as disciplined as possible, mentally speaking, to determine whether or not this is something that you need to be doing or it is something that you should be investing yourself into. Now, this person, because you're coming from the place of Two of Cups and the Ace of Swords, right? And then you suddenly shift your energy to the Queen of Swords, where the shift is very visible and it's very felt, right? They're very used to you being loving. They're very used to you being the Two of Cups and the Ace of Swords. And now you're shifting to the Queen of Swords. It kind of like leads them to, hello, darkness, my old friend. Yeah. So I feel that there's something here about them feeling as though things aren't the same, because the Five of Cups, there's 3 cups that fell, and 3 cups does indicate the friendship aspect of the connection. And I feel that there's something about them sensing the changes or feeling the changes that you have, and it stresses the hell out of them. Okay. Now, in the future, from your side, you have the Three of Swords and also the Page of Cups. I'm going to clarify this Page of Cups because I don't see where it's coming from. We're going to see. But I feel that in the future, you guys are going to be very creative. Page of Cups is a very like a Piscean type of card, like Pisces type of card, where sometimes it could be like a very hopeless romantic type of card. And I feel that if you are artsy or somebody who likes art or somebody who likes music, like you could actually be doing those stuff as well. I feel that in the future, there's going to be somebody here who's going to come your way and is going to be very vulnerable towards you. And you will know. When this person comes, you will know and you will feel it. Okay? Now let's pull the clarifier. I want to see the Five of Cups and also the Queen of Swords. Let's see. Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Let's see from your side with the Queen of Swords. Hanged Man, Ten of Cups, and also the World. Yeah, because I feel that you had a little bit of a shift of mind or change of perspective, I would say, where you are realizing that, you know what, like, I kind of know the kind of relationship that I want, emotionally speaking. And you start to become very Saturnian about it with the World, where you're like, okay, I'm kind of like done over giving myself to somebody who doesn't really care about the collective happiness of us. And I'm just going to like see whether or not this person could ever give me what I think I deserve or what I think I want in my life. Now, from this person's side, Five of Cups clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and also the Three of Wands. You see, I just read a good writing that says that when you started establishing boundaries, the people who care about you or the people who genuinely loves you is going to like, yeah, finally you're doing what you should, right? But the people who have been using you are going to feel like personally attacked because they feel that they're entitled to you not having any boundaries at all. And I feel that this is what you're trying to do and what you've been doing in the present moment, where you're trying to establish boundaries because you feel that your beds of flower that you've been trying to grow for a long time has been trampled and was not being respected as it should. And once you establish boundaries and once you start taking payment, let's say for instance, for people who wants to enter your garden, like these people take offense to it. Like, oh, yo, what do you mean now you have boundaries? I used to got it for free. Like, why now you suddenly become like this? Okay, let's clarify the Nine of Swords and also the Seven of Cups. Let's see. Okay, let's clarify the Seven of Cups. The Moon, the High Priestess on the King of Pentacles. Yeah, you know your worth now. You're very different, Virgo, in a way that I know who I am. And now I'm going to be establishing boundaries. And I think that you guys are going to be very ruthless in establishing your boundaries. It's not just going to be to them, but to everyone else, where you're going to be assessing like, wow, am I actually respected? Am I actually valued, seen, heard as who I am in this, I don't know, friendship or in this thing that I'm in my work, in my relationship with other people? Like, I feel that you're going to, you're reclaiming your power. You're reclaiming yourself here. Beautiful. But it also leads you to a point where the thing is that when we start establishing boundaries and when we start reclaiming our power, and is that we came to realize that there's some people in our life that we need to lose because they are not respecting us as they should. You know what I mean? And I feel that you with the Seven of Cups, you're like, wow, like, is our friendship in the past, like, it could be about you and your best friend. And you're like, well, like, wow, I thought so wrongly about this in the past. I thought this was this. Turns out it was this. Like, once you start waking up to establish your boundaries, there's some things that you're going to be realizing here, Virgo. Now, the Nine of Swords, clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Two of Cups, and also the Six of Cups. This person is replaying so many things, so many good things that you guys had in the past, the moment when you were still sweet there with the Two of Cups and the Ace of Swords. I wouldn't say that they're regretting your change. I would say that they're befuddled and they're just confused. Like, why all of a sudden, all this sudden change? Like, why? You know what I mean? Okay, let's clarify the future. Let's clarify the King of Cups and the Three of Swords. Two of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Seven of Wands. So this is about you healing. There's also going to be some moment. Do you know, like, when you remember the things that you do for somebody, or it like, well, just, you know, when you remember something that you don't want to remember and you're like, you know what I mean? I think that's sad. I think it's not something new that is going to come to you that is going to outright hurt you. But I feel it's more about you healing from it. And you, again, like I said, in the present moment where you're just realizing that, oh, well, like I wasn't respected in that situation. Oh, I wasn't being valued in that situation. I wasn't being loved correctly here. Like some things that you're going to be realizing, and it's going to hurt. You know, it sucks when we start realizing like, whoa, like why? You know what I mean? Like, why did I do that? Like what? And I feel that this is you kind of like Three of Swords is more about, yeah, Virgo being Virgo, like being so hard on yourself for allowing a certain situation to unfold the way it is and not putting yourself first. It's like you're being very highly critical of yourself when you're going down to memory lane of some things here that you feel like, well, like I should have established my boundaries right there, but I didn't, and it hurts. Like I know how you feel, right? I know. Now the King of Cups clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and also the Seven of Wands. I feel like in the future, this person is going to be communicating to you and it's going to be very open to communicating to you about like how they feel about the whole situation, the hurt and the defensiveness. But again, like I just don't feel that is going to be affecting you that much because yeah, I just don't feel that it's going to be affecting you that much because I feel that you're very focused on being a hermit, which is your card in general, right? Like in tarot, Virgo is a hermit where you're completely being a hermit, where there is a certain situation that suddenly pops in your mind and then you're reflecting on it. You're not allowing it to take control over you, but you're just observing and you're finding meanings behind it. Let's clarify the Fool. Six of Swords, Virgos. Yeah, okay. What? Hold on. I think there's also a situation that is deeply hurtful for the both of you that is going to be communicated here in the future. Now, the Fool clarified by the Six of Swords, the Four of Cups, and also the the Star. I feel that this person in the future will take some time to move to calmer water and to also do what you're doing, which is being the hermit. This is the Four of Cups is almost similar to the Hermit card, although this is Venus in Cancer, where they feel that okay, outside is so harmful for me. I'm just going to go back to my shell and I am going to recharge. But I feel that once they do so, they're going to be realizing that, you know what, like Virgo is actually the North Star that I want. Like it is something that I really, really want. But it's going to take a while. Now from your side with the Page of Cups clarified by the Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups, and also the Five of Cups. with or without this person, with or without the situation, I feel that you guys are aiming for, I just want to connect to my core. I just want to connect to my own emotions. That's why I see you being kind of like quite artsy in the future, where you're either going to be, yeah, something artsy, something that it's like an expression of yourself that you guys are going to be doing in the future. That when I see this person rushing in because they suddenly remember that, you know what, like Virgo is actually, you know, my wish fulfillment, something that I want in my life and is very healing energy for me. I just don't feel that you guys are going to be very affected about it because you're looking for outlets to express yourself. To be honest with you, like when I was beginning your reading, I kind of like felt like my throat chakra was being a bit blocked. And I wanted to say that I feel that in this current time, your throat chakra is being blocked. There's a certain feelings, emotions, happiness, sadness, anger, whatever that you haven't been expressing. And I feel that it's going to be expressed in the future. But again, it's not going to be through unhealthy means, but I feel that it's going to be through like more of a creative outlet here, Virgo. Okay, let's pull some advice card for you here, Virgo. I don't know what to title this video. Let's pull some advice card. Five of Cups. Five of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a Leo, because Leo also has that Five of Pentacles in their advice. Okay. So first of all, you have the Five of Cups and also the Five of Pentacles. It's five in tarot is something like a disruption because it disrupts the stability of the floor, right? So it acts like a little bit of a mini tower moment here. Now with the Five of Cups here, you got like a lot of advice here, Virgo. Five of Cups here tells me that before you go out there and trying to save someone, how about you save yourself first? Save yourself first, because I feel that, I don't know, there's something you're about, and that's very Virgo of you, right? Because you do like to help out other people. And I have a Virgo best friend and she's amazing. And sometimes I call her a social department because she's just always so helpful, right? And with the Five of Cups right here, before you go out there, it starts to want to give your cup of love towards everybody else and trying to offer your help to everybody else. How about you help yourself first? How about you assess the situation and ask yourself, is this going to be affecting me if I were to be helping this person? To my own detriment? Am I overextending myself here? Should I be given something that I shouldn't be given because I need it for myself? You know what I mean? Now with the Five of Pentacles, it's very interesting because I know it's not like the original meaning, but like for me, whenever I see this card, I feel that this old lady was just coming out of the house and she was storming out of the house and she was like, yeah, it wasn't what I was thinking about. Wasn't what I was expecting, you know what I mean? Because traditionally, this is the After Tarot deck. Traditionally, the Five of Pentacles talks about people who were being left out in the cold, and then there are people inside of the house, and they're like, oh, it must be nice to be in that inside of the house full of abundance and etc. because it's so cold out here. And this woman was like, okay, I just entered that. It wasn't what I was expected. It was something that looks beautiful on the outside, but it wasn't really that good on the inside. So what this advice is telling me is that be careful what you're trying to manifest, or be aware of the energy that you're operating in or the frequency that you guys are operating in every time you're trying to manifest something, right? Because when you're trying to manifest something from a place of Five of Pentacles and then you see something, you would be like, whoa, you know what I mean? But turns out when you enter it, it's not as beautiful as it is. And the Five of Pentacles also talks about like when you're trying to manifest something from a lack of self-worth or a lack of self-love or a lack of self-belief, then you're going to be attracting exactly what you think you should get. Be careful about that, okay? Now, what's interesting is that you have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords talks about a thief that is about to get caught. And every time I have this advice card, it always tells me that, oh, there's something here that you're still pissed about someone and you kind of like wanted them to, you know, receive something because of what they've done to you. But as you see, I don't know if you can see that, but this person is going to be walking straight into that rope, Okay, instead of focusing on why is it that the people who hurt me, they don't feel hurt. Why is it that it's so not fair that I'm feeling like this and they don't feel shit? Instead of focusing on that, just focus on you, because God never sleeps. God saw it too. And karma sometimes comes in an instant, or sometimes karma comes later, because it is promised that you are always going to be tested through the things that you love, right? So maybe you don't see it, but they're being tested through the things that they love, okay? So I hope that is it for my reading for you here, Virgo. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you guys been looking for, and I'll see you on the extended, okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.